Oh man. Okay. I think that's fine, right? You can hear?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. Can you explain to me what a difference a year made?
I think connections and talent, like my talent and my skill, basically, and the knowledge that I've gained. Like, for example, with the knowledge that I've gained, I learned how to speak Korean to the point where I can do like transactions and tell people what I need, or express myself to the best way, or in the best way that I can. So yeah, skill and knowledge. And I got older too. I turned 21. I turned 21.
So, what is your plan for the next couple of months to the year?
I'm gonna be leaving the country for work, because I have to work with artists and I have to meet some producers and CEOs and get some potential business going. I mean, it's not even like potential business, just get some business going. But I think I need to maybe communicate better with people. I think like my communication might be a little weak, I'm not sure. But we'll see. We'll see. First I have to get there.
Why do you think your genre of music is more broadened towards the audience, such as non-American?
I wouldn't say that. I just classify it that way for marketing purposes. So, what you're seeing on my YouTube is, or even like Spotify and Apple Music, what you're seeing is like marketing. And I'm gonna break it down. So for YouTube, I understand that a lot of people right now in Asia, to be specific, Taiwan, China, South Korea, Japan, Malaysia, and maybe Myanmar, Thailand, India. There's some other places, but those aren't my main ones that I focus on, or main Asian countries that I focus on, or classified as Asian countries, because some people might be like, man, this, I don't know, but it's for marketing. It's for marketing purposes. So I feel like I have a sound to present to a certain demographic, and I use people who are already popular in that genre, and I do like type beats of that artist. And for Apple Music and Spotify, I mainly do it for TikTok. I also do it for marketing purposes, like my genres and how I tag my stuff. Is for marketing purposes, because a lot of people are starting to use my music on TikTok for like little creative videos that they're doing, or like food videos that they're doing, and I'm seeing that as well. So I'm naming my song specific food items, like lettuce, for example, and then say someone's chopping up some lettuce, that can pop up when they're searching on TikTok. So I keep things simple to where what someone would type. And also relating to YouTube, I keep it simple to where what someone from a certain place would look for. Relating to instrumentals or relating to actual artists. So yeah, I'm just creating my own music, but at the same time, the way I'm marketing it on the internet is kind of trendy and following the trends, I guess.
Why do you find it a goal to market yourself outside of the U.S.?
Because I watched a marketing video about why certain people in certain regions become successful, and it was talking about how like someone in Sweden, right? The population isn't as big as the United States. Like someone in Sweden becomes popular there before, or in other countries in Europe as well, before in a larger space, because Sweden is really not that big of a country compared to the United States. So I'm targeting countries that are to the United States scale smaller, but people still want what the United States has to offer, or what artists from the United States have to offer. And I just put my stuff towards there because it'll be, I guess, easier to pick people up and work with people that way, rather than, you know, going to Canada or something and trying to pick at everyone there and trying to get that demographic. And it also has to do with like popularity of like a certain genre, because if you think about it, majority of the marketing is relating to one type of genre, like you're saying. So yeah, once again, it's just like targeting a smaller location or a smaller demographic.
Do you feel that you learned anything last year?
Yes. Yes, I learned a lot. I learned like I guess the type of people I should be around, and the type of people that I wouldn't say shouldn't, but maybe, I mean, that's kind of judgmental, the type of people, but certain characteristics of a person or personalities that I should be around, and it's certain personalities and characteristics I should stay away from. Like, I can still, you know, see you in person and be like, what's up? But yeah, I definitely learned that, how to figure out for myself basically what is best for me and who's the best people to be around and that I can learn from as well. So yeah, I definitely did that, and I've learned a lot. I picked up a language, and I picked up more skills relating to my production, like different softwares, and then doing my mixes better, because I really feel like my mixes have become much better, and I've also been using my own voice to experiment on music. So yeah, I definitely learned quite a bit.
What's your main goal for next year for yourself?
Main goal is to remain myself and travel more, and I really want to go back to Korea, because I have the opportunity, because right now this whole situation fucked up a lot of companies. So definitely go out there and work with the company for like some time. So yeah, just continue working, but on a larger scale than I'm working now, and you know, things are moving much faster, because right now it's moving. I'm getting hella shit done, like my own stuff, other people's projects, I'm getting that done. But I think maybe next year I should pick it up, and it should be sped up, and I should be traveling more. So
What are you looking forward to the most next year?
That's a really good question. I can't really say what I'm looking forward to. Is something in, I mean, in other people and in this reality we live in. I think I would have to go like deep into myself to find that, what I'm looking for basically, or what I'm trying to find. So maybe just becoming more enlightened, like spiritually. Yeah, learn some more stuff about like human nature and like our spirits and just humans maybe. So maybe just learn more about ourselves.
So this has been your take of First Class Like Always. I think this is monumental because you didn't say where we were.
Oh yeah, we should have done that in the beginning.
We should have.
Yeah, right now we're in Los Angeles, California. We're on the east side of the city. We've been moving all over the city, recording videos, just going to do stuff. And I met some artists, worked with them, and made some solid in-person connections, like in-person connections. I've been documenting a lot as well. So yeah, Los Angeles, California, 2020, month of September.
What did you feel you got out of this trip?
Can you repeat that?
What do you feel that you gotten out of this week, out of this trip? What did you feel that you
More,
got from it?
more realizations about just I don't really know how to say it, but just seeing what we had seen and experienced what we had experienced. I guess it's just I grew mentally and I grew physically as well. So I just experienced some type of growth, not just in my career, but as a human as well. Yeah, I just grew as a human being. I think that's what I got from being here, the experience being here, and it's crazy because I was thinking when I woke up this morning, I was like, it's crazy that a lot of us aren't thankful for just being able to wake up. We don't even think about that shit, and I just had to like lay there for a little bit, and I was like, damn. I was like, people stress out about all of these things or all these situations that don't benefit them, but they don't like sit back, and I wouldn't say stress out about actually remembering your life and being alive, but maybe just have a reflection period every day to like be like, damn, I'm alive right now. I'm literally like breathing in this to survive, and like consuming liquid to survive, and solids. But yeah, I think this trip was also a time of reflection. You know what I mean? Just reflecting on myself as a human being, and reflecting on other people as a human being, but not being judgmental. You know what I mean? But like I gave the example about the guy who was calling out the other lady's name and stuff, and like he expected me to kind of like help him after that situation and see his type of personality. So yeah, it was just a time of reflection, and like I'm kind of starting to it's starting to get cliche. Like this life has majority of the time been cliche, but I've been seeing since this is like a well-known city and stuff, it's like I've seen some cliche situations, and like once again, time of reflection. Like, do I want to live a basic life? And what I mean by basic life is, I can give so many examples for basic life, or do I want to live a life where it's like, whoa, like you already know this is not basic? And that can come in many ways. Like one way, is not sleeping a lot and always moving and always traveling. A lot of people, don't want to get out of their comfort zone, and they don't want to like, go do something. They think that, just because they have a certain amount of money that it'll last forever, and they just sit there complacent with the money that they have or that they're making, and not really going out. But yeah, this trip really put me out of my comfort zone. That's definite. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, it definitely put me out of my comfort zone, which I'm glad for. And the next trip as well is gonna definitely put me out of my comfort zone. I already know, but we don't really have time to be comfortable yet. And what I mean by that is like we still have a long way to go. I really feel like we have a long way to go to be comfortable. But yeah, this trip, I guess you could say, is just legendary. Basically, it's like not everyone experiences the same thing. Like you experience something different mentally, physically, and spiritually on this trip than I did mentally, physically, and spiritually. But we both were in a similar experience, but we experience it similarly, but then definitely different because we are two different individuals. So yeah.
So when are you expecting your music? Because we're waiting.
I'm dropping instrumentals like crazy. Like if you're keeping up with like YouTube, if you're keeping up with Spotify, Apple Music,
No,
like
I'm talking about another boy band song.
I understand. I'm about to get to that. I understand. But yeah, like instrumentals, I'll be dropping those all the time. Like I'm just over here, like I have almost 30 beats made for the month, so that'll be equivalent to one each day. But relating to my vocals, you will definitely hear that at the end of the year, most likely during the Christmas holiday. And what I mean by during is like the days leading up to Christmas Eve, the days leading up to Christmas Day, or after. So in a similar time frame, because like I said, I have to recover some files that I have here. Once I get those recovered, everything's gonna start dropping. Like you're just gonna see like a whole ass flood of music. But it is definitely gonna be like an album. I'm thinking about, for the album, this is what I'm thinking, just to be creative. For the album, what I'm thinking to do is create a different cover for the album relating to the emotion of the song and by some type of expression. And the album is going to be the same name, but the cover is going to be different for each single. And I'm doing it once again because of marketing purposes. You know, people, they see the same album cover, they really might not, it might not go with the mood of the album, you know, certain songs. But I want to be so precise that I pick each, it's going to be one album, but each cover for the single is like relating to an emotion. So every time you go to that, you will remember that exact feeling with the cover.
Someone will be expecting that.
Like I said, days leading up to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and or days after. I don't have a specific date yet because, like I said, I have to recover these files. I still have to create the album work for those files, like audio files. And, you know, it shouldn't take me long to do that because I already have the skill to edit, you know, photo covers extremely fast and upload extremely fast and get approved extremely fast, because my music good. My music good. Like that shit be going through the same day. Like I know some people have like trouble with like certain songs, like they take a long time to upload, but like my shit be dropping like this, because they probably already know like my algorithm for, you know, doing certain things. So I guess I already have like some type of trust with the distributor or the stores. They're like, oh yeah, First Class Like Always about to drop. Sometimes it just drop the same day. Sometimes it takes maybe like 1 or 2 days, but it be dropping. But yeah, definitely vocal music at the end of the year. End of the year album, just to top it off. My entire 2020 experience will be topped off for the end of the year. And you know, it'll be a lot of different vibes, and it's gonna be very interesting. And I'm definitely gonna have music videos to those, definitely, or little snippets, Instagram snippets. But yeah, it's gonna be out end of the year. I don't have a name for it yet, but I have all the songs ready. So yeah.
As a conclusion, what are you hoping for next year?
I mean, my life is already moving fast, right? But I just wish it was a little faster. And what I mean by that is, like, you know, working with individuals and also being around better people, because there's always more people to meet that are like better. And I wouldn't say better in a way where it's like a competition going on, but it's like someone's gonna have access to some information that I need, and I want them to be a part of it and be a good person, and you know, me being a good person as well, and then like partnering. So I guess more legitimate partnerships. Because like I'm just talking by myself, basically trying to answer your question. But yeah, I'm looking forward to more partnerships and more traveling, and more real life experiences and the best life experiences that I can have in, like, the next year. Because right now, there's a lot of suffering going on. Suffering will always exist, but I'm gonna choose not to suffer, and I'm gonna try to make the best out of my time, and use it wisely, and also provide value for myself, like put myself as a priority first, not just as a producer, but as a vocal artist as well, and like really put more energy towards my creations. So yeah, I got a lot to work on, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm already making it happen, but I'm gonna make it happen like 100%. But like there are situations that happen that no one can control, but you can see them coming though. So I just want to have like a clear vision, clear head as well.